NAN residents of Surulere Federal Constituency 1 have passed a vote of confidence on Leader of the House of Representatives, Rep. Femi Gbajabiamila, urging him to seek another term. The news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that the residents endorsed Gbajabiamila on Thursday evening via a voice vote at a special assembly in Surulere, Lagos. Those present at the well-attended assembly include the State Commissioner for Sports and Youth Development, Mr. Agboola Dabiri, and a recently appointed board member of the National Agricultural Extension Liaison Services, Mrs. Ganiat Ali Balogun. A former chairman of Surulere local government, Mr. Razak Falami, a former sole administrator of the council, Mr. Sheriff Balogun, and a stalwart of the All Progressives Congress in the area, Mr. Kayode Shida, were also present. The vice chairman of the council, Mr. Bamadel Yusuf, led members of the council, executive, councillors and APC faithful in the area to the assembly. Also present were members of community development associations, CDAs, in Surulere, members of Arewa and Igbo communities, artisans, traders, youths and students. Dabiri said at the event that Gbajabiamila had given a good account of himself as a representative of the area to deserve another term. Honestly, we have never had it this good in Surulere. This is the first time we are having a federal lawmaker and everybody is feeling the massive impact. Honorable Gbajabiamila, apart from initiating quality debates at the National Assembly, has made so many interventions in his constituency. He renovated roads, he lit up the streets, he facilitated employment for our people, gave educational tools to our students and lots more. In fact, he has lived up to his electoral promises and even surpassed expectations. He has made the whole people here proud, he said. He said Gbajabiamila had facilitated many political appointments for members of the constituency. Dabiri said it was in the best interest of Surulere for Gbajabiamila to seek another term as he was already a principal officer of the House, with great prospects to move higher. It is in our interest to allow Gbajabiamila to seek another term. He is already a principal officer with prospect to even be speaker. If we present another person, we are definitely going to start from the beginning. The person, as a newcomer, can't be a principal officer, let alone eyeing the speakership. Therefore, it makes great political sense to back our performing lawmaker for another term, he said. Ali Balogun, in his contribution, said Gbajabiamila had done well for all categories of people in the constituency, including women. She said women had benefited from many empowerment programs sponsored by the lawmaker. Ali Balogun said the large presence of women in the assembly demonstrated how much Gbajabiamila was appreciated by women. Also, our great leader facilitated the appointment of 5 members of this constituency as board members. I am one of them. This is the first time something like that is happening here in Surulere, as the 5 appointments is about the highest in the state. We thank our leader for all he has done and we want him to continue the good work by seeking re-election, she said. Ali Balogun said urged all residents to obtain their permanent voter cards, PVCs, as that was the only way to re-elect the lawmaker. Falami, who chaired the assembly, described Gbajabiamila as an achiever who deserved the support of everyone for re-election. If we are looking at merit, performance, impact, leadership qualities, Gbajabiamila deserves the support of all for another term. Let nobody bring up unnecessary sentiments. This man has done well and should be supported to continue the good work, he said. He thanked the residents for the endorsement, and said their message would be conveyed to the majority leader. Earlier, Yusuf said Gbajabiamila had done a lot to support the council in its development goals. He appealed to residents to go beyond endorsing him for another term, to voting massively for his re-election at the polls. A representative of the CDAs in the area, Mr. Agboola Yusuf, commended the majority leader for the provision of street lights in some areas, among other community projects. He said residents trusted in his capacity to do more, hence the CDA support for his re-election. Mrs. Emildo Poli, a representative of the Igbo coalition in Surulere, thanked Gbajabiamila for giving the Igbos a sense of belonging in the area. She said the Igbos had been assisted with empowerment items and had been feted by the lawmaker at different times.